We got the number. First quarter GDP down by 4.8%, much worse than estimated. No necessarily a surprise there, particularly when you have non-residential business spending really going to be hurt by the likes of oil and gas that already started to shut down. No doubt all of that going to get worse in the second quarter. Personal consumption off by 7.6%, whopping down 7.6%, almost double of what we had estimated going into this. And inflation pretty much steady as she goes. A core PCE quarter on quarter is just 1.8%, slightly higher, but we're still around that 2%. So inflation clearly nothing to worry about at this point. Mike, that personal consumption number, though, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, it does show that basically we shut down the economy and people stopped spending entirely. We already saw that in the retail sales report where other than grocery stores, nobody spent anything during the month of March. We're still trying to get the release loaded from the BEA. So many people trying to get into that right now that it's hard to get the backup data on all of this. One interesting note, it says that the GDP estimate released today is based on source data that are incomplete, in partly due to the response of people to the coronavirus. In the release, there's a note that said the government stay-at-home orders led to rapid changes in demand as businesses and schools switched to remote work or canceled operations, and consumers canceled, restricted, or redirected their spending. They say the full economic effects of the COVID-19 pandemic cannot be quantified in the GDP estimate for the first quarter because the impacts are generally embedded in source data, can't be pulled out. All right, we've got the full release here now, so let me just take a very quick look here. As you mentioned, we have the 4.8% decline in GDP and personal consumption down 7.6%. Business spending overall, gross private investment down 10.2%. Non-residential business fixed investment looks to be down by 8.8%. So business spending dropping as much, a little bit more actually, than we saw consumer spending drop. And also I wanted to see here if we can get the information on exports. Exports down 8.7%. And imports down 15.3%. I don't have the dollar values right in front of me yet, but it does look like trade going to be a significant negative contribution to this report as well. So a lot of things that went wrong in March being reflected in the data, Alex.